I'm beginning to film this at 10:45 at night, so let's see how long I can go before I get yelled at. What's going on, everyone? My name's David. Welcome back to Buzzfeed test number 17. My voice is probably going to be a little bit more hushed than I normally am because I don't want to wake the whole house up, but we're going to power through it. A couple days back, Serena suggested that I try the Oreo rice. It's almost as if Oreos are my new arch nemesis because they seem to show up so often, and this might just take the cake for the weirdest recipe that I've done yet. Either way, let's find out. Alright guys, this is going to be one of the simplest recipes I've ever done on this show. All you need is rice, milk, and Oreos. So you're going to start by throwing a teaspoon of butter in a pot, let that melt down. Follow that by a cup of uncooked white rice, and then 3 cups of milk. The proportions are already starting to look a little bit weird. Then you're going to throw an entire package of Oreos on the top of this, and I really don't know about this, guys. Oh, we're just gonna go with it. It's Buzzfeed. So put that over medium heat and let that simmer for 15 minutes. Now, I've read comments about how it burns if you don't stir it, so I kept stirring it every couple minutes or so. And I immediately realized that this thing was burning like crazy. It took a matter of 10 minutes for it to start getting burnt on the bottom, but I just ignored it and kept on pressing through. After the 15 minutes was up, I took it off the heat, and this looks absolutely horrible. I tried to shovel some out into a bowl and it just looked like a steaming pile of shit. My doubts are starting to look justified. First of all, I'd like to just point out how burnt the entire bottom of that pot is. As you saw, I was stirring it non-stop and it's still stuck all to the bottom of the pot. Number 2, the rice to Oreo ratio is like 1 to 50. It's like an Oreo glop with a little bit of rice, but okay, so the rice is raw. It's still like hard as a rock. I cooked it exactly like they said to, and the rest of it just tastes like faintly burnt Oreos. What a waste. I do have to say though, when I was letting it cook, I did some research and looked on the back of the rice bag. Number 1, you only need 1.5 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. I knew that was too much milk. Number 2, in the video, it only looked like they put maybe 15 to 18 Oreos in. And in the description, it said they put an entire package. As this stands, 2 out of 10. But since this recipe was pretty simple to make, I have some ideas to try to make it better. This is something I've never done before, and I'm sure I'll get roasted by all of you for trying, but let's try this again, David version. So guys, we're going to start this one just like the last one. So grab a pot, throw some butter down. I realized very quickly that this pot was going to be too small, so I switched over to a bigger one, and then threw in 1 cup of rice and only 1.5 cups of milk. Oh, and did I mention that we're going to be using these this time? I let that simmer off for about 7 to 8 minutes, and then threw in 16 cookies, which is a little less than half of a box. I did not touch it, I covered it and let it simmer off for another 7 to 8 minutes. I know this isn't the normal way of cooking rice, but just bear with me. After the 7 to 8 minutes, I took the top off and all the moisture was absorbed, so I took a spoon and stirred it together thoroughly. This is already looking 100 times better once again. I scooped it out into a little bowl again, and I'm much more hopeful about this one. Alright my peeps, attempt number 2. Let's pray this is better than the first one. 3, 2... I'm a genius. Rice cooked perfectly. Perfect balance of rice to Oreo. I would say that's like 50-50. I'm sure if you made it with the original chocolate ones, it would be just as good, but I actually really like the vanilla. Obviously, it's not like BuzzFeed described it would come out like, but I'm happy with it. 8 out of 10. I'm proud of myself today. But if you guys like today's BuzzFeed test, can you smash that thumbs up? Can we try to hit 1,000? It is the weirdest thing ever asking for that many, but honestly, you guys have been freaking killing it lately. If you have some more suggestions for stuff that I have not tried yet, leave it down in the comments. I would love you forever if it doesn't involve Oreos or cream cheese. Other than that, my social media links will be right down in the description if you want to go follow me on both of those. Once again, guys, my bad for the quietness and low energy and stuff. It is now 1 a.m. and I actually don't think I've woken anyone up yet. Somehow. Have an absolutely awesome rest of your week, guys. I will see you right back here next Thursday. Peace.